Alrighty, hello, hello, hello. I know this is all of a sudden, but life has been crazy, and I haven't been able to get this stream scheduled, but luckily we are live at the time. I have... Today we're gonna go ahead and try and finish up these Saturn moons. Hopefully we can get them all knocked out. Let me just pull that up and then that. Okay, so now I can see chat. And we should be good. Should be good. I don't know if anybody's still online at this time. I mean, I'm doing it an hour later because I had some stuff I had to get done, mainly for tomorrow's video. And then, yeah. But hopefully you guys will enjoy tomorrow's video. It was a good one. Anyway, Saturn Infinity. Go ahead and play. So we did 7 landings. I can't remember all the moons, but I'm sure they'll all remember them once we start landing on them again. Resume. Okay. Yes, I think we did all the big ones. I'm pretty sure this is just junk. Right, do we even have to worry about you? Are you just junk? You're just a bit of fairing. I'm just gonna destroy this just so I don't... Yeah, so I don't think it's something. Alright, I think this is also junk. Yeah. So destroy this too. Alright, so then we got a clean slate here, and on one of these moons is my rocket. Okay, that one's... Okay, one of these moons. I think it's one of these retrograde ones. Ymir? That rings a bell. I think we did this one, but then we left it. Our probe has left that moon. I think we did all the retrograde ones, all the high retrograde ones. And we just have the prograde ones left. Phoebe? Oh, there we go. We left off on Phoebe. Okay. So we can go ahead and leave Phoebe and see where else we can go. All right. We're off to the races. Oh, actually, there's a decent amount of gravity here. Decent chunk. There we go. Okay. So we have escaped the sphere of influence. I think we've been to all these. Yeah. Kiviak. Riku. I don't know if we have. I can't remember what we've been to or not. Wait, hold on. I think it'll tell us, right? If we click on this. Well, we gotta time up a little bit. Get out of Phoebe. There. No, not that. This. If I click destroy. Alright, yeah, it tells us. So we've been to Ymir and Phoebe. Okay, we've been to Ymir and Phoebe. It doesn't say we landed on Ymir. Okay. But we've been to Ymir and Phoebe. So next up, I guess, would be this guy. That's Ymir. Okay, so is there only 2 moons that orbit? There's got to be another moon that orbits retrograde, right? At least one more? Or are the rest of them prograde? If the rest are prograde, then we've done all the retrograde ones. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we are. No, those are prograde. I'm so confused. Yeah, we're going this way. I guess we can just look at motion. Anything going the same way? No. Nothing is going the same way we're going. Okay. What about this guy? Could we be friends with this guy? Oh, never mind. What about this one? Ciarnak? Ciarnak. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Sierra Neck. Just gonna burn this way. Who cares, right? We have infinite delta V. Who cares? We can be as inefficient as we want. So I'm just gonna burn this way and hopefully catch up with this little moon. Just turn our orbit around. Do a complete 180 on our orbit. Come on, I want to burn a bit. No, I want to burn a bit this way. We're getting an encounter with Iapetus. Okay, and now we have a collision course with Saturn, which is fun. We love that. Alright, there we go. Successfully turned our orbit around. And it barely cost us anything, fuel-wise. Let's see, if I cross this orbital line now... No. I was hoping that maybe crossing this orbital line would have just given me an encounter with this thing. But no. Alright. Your rocket has no... Gee, thanks. Yes. My rocket has no thrusters. Please help. See, this orbit is slowly getting blown up to match the orbit of this moon. Oh, we got an encounter there. It's actually pretty good. How are we not getting an encounter with this? Oh, there we go. There's our window. Ooh. You got Fiernac pretty much right. So you know I'm working on this right now, but for the entire solar system, working on Mercury right now. Wow. Grand tour of the entire solar system. That's gonna be fun to watch. Looking forward to it. I mean, yeah, I guess, I mean, obviously it's possible with ion engines, but, man, but are they slow? Are ion engines slow? I mean, it's fine for these little moons. It doesn't really feel like that much of a hassle using ion engines, but big moons and planets, yeah, that's gonna be a time. Well, that's actually a pretty good encounter we got there. Not too bad. All right, we'll take those. Oh, there's a retrograde. Do we already? Yeah, you're Ymir. Yeah, I think there's only the 2 retrograde ones. Might be another idea for a multi-part shorts or live stream. Yeah, I did a flyby of every planet. I did like gravity assist, like a grand tour in that way, where I gravity assisted everything. But then again, that didn't include Jupiter, Saturn, or that didn't include Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all the outer planets, just the ones in the base game. I did do that. And then I also did a Voyager recreation, which was Jupiter, Saturn. So, you know, flying by all of them is one thing. That's just getting your gravity assist right. But actually landing on all of them, yeah, it's a lot of Delta V. That's a lot of Delta V. And there's also plans on which ones you want to go to first. Like, do you do the... It probably makes the most sense to go to, like, Mars, and then do Mercury, then Venus? But yeah, I wouldn't know. Or maybe do... Yeah, it's interesting. Because it's easier to get to Mercury from Mars, surprisingly. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, no, I mean, the higher up you are, the more you have to slow down. So, so maybe it does make sense to just do like a bunch of Venus assists or something. I don't know. I can't tell you how to play this game. Anyway. I don't think I need to worry about our slowing down. Thing is, I'm trying to do landings on every single one of the gas giants in the sun. Yeah. Yeah, good luck landing on Jupiter. Figure that's going to go real well for you. Doop. Might as well do an easier TRAPPIST-1 Grand Tour. Yeah. TRAPPIST system is smaller. So can I navigate straight to you? Probably need to be in orbit first. Let's see. How much of a sneeze is an orbit on this moon? Litho break. Do some litho breaking. Litho breaking. This is how you stop. Whoa, look how much LV we got. Look how much we changed our orbit. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I really just want to do a perfect orbit on one of these super low down. That'd be silly. Alright. Well, let's get into a relatively normal orbit here. There we go. Okay, and then see if the game will let us navigate to Albiorix. Or have we already got an Albiorix? It sounds familiar. I can't remember. I can't remember. We haven't been to this guy. Okay, we can do a relatively easy transfer to him. Stop that. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I'm like, wait, we already have an encounter. What do you mean we already have an encounter with this moon? Yeah. Like that wouldn't be good if we already had an encounter with the moon. We haven't even left the orbit yet. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to click this. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Oh, and that closes the stream. But I have a little landing counter that I've been keeping track of. But yeah, it doesn't tell me what moons I've landed on. I've landed on all the hard Saturn, on all the hard ones in here. I think I got the probe on Hyperion? No, I don't. Where's my probe? I have no idea. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Here's the other guy. Okay, so let's see. Where have you landed? Yep, Albiorix and Ijirak. Okay. So I'm actually going to have you go deep into the Saturn system. Okay, we're just going to have you burn. And you're just going to burn. And that should send you deep into the Saturn system because, yeah, this is going to lower your orbit. I mean, who really cares about being efficient? We'll try and land on Hyperion and then work our way down. And then I think that other probe we can use for all the outer moons and stuff. And yeah, I think our big lander, I'm probably going to try and avoid from doing too much more landings because the Delta V there is getting a bit risky with the big guy. Because we at least, we got crew on that one. We at least want to bring them home. I think they're enjoying a nice stay on, not Titan, Rhea right now? Yeah, there they are. They're enjoying a nice stay on Rhea. They might be able to do Enceladus. Or Mimas. I mean, one of these four. And then all the other tiny ones in here. We'll just take care of the other way. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, sure, it's ion engines, but I'd rather just go here and lower the orbit than do something stupid like that. Because at least burning here, oh my goodness. Wait, we almost got an encounter. Excuse me, what? We can just straight up get an encounter. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't realize it was actually that close to getting an encounter. That's wild. Yeah, we have a window. Okay. Yeah, we have a window. We make that come to us. Super inefficient. Whatever. Astro Belt. I just saw your thing. Plan was going through Venus and then Mercury. Moon, Mars, asteroid, gas giant, dwarf planet, Sedna, planet 9. Yeah. That's quite the mission there. Alright, so we got Hyperion. Nice encounter with that. Just gonna time warp here. Alright. Go ahead and slow it down. Landing on this largest irregularly shaped moon in the solar system, I think. It's got the most gravity for an irregularly shaped moon. I know it's the biggest of Saturn, but I think it's the solar system as well, biggest of the solar system as well. I don't think there's another larger irregularly shaped moon. Which is cool. Sklorp, there's an orbit. And we'll just go ahead and land right here on the tip. We'll just go ahead and land on the tip. I mean, it's still not that much gravity. Let's be honest. But I mean, we could still break things, unlike the other moons, where it's just like, yeah, good luck actually breaking the spacecraft. Here it's like, we could actually break something if we're not careful. So, let's try not to. Okay. There he is. Settle her down nice and gently. Dunk. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. I want a landing. I want this to count as a landing. There. Chick. There we go. Tick the box. Tick the box. Alright. Next up. Rhea, Dione, and Solidus. Let's skip all those for now. Let's go deep into these rings. Cause yeah, we got like Tethys and Solidus. I don't know. Do we want to do all those? We can do at least one with the regular lander, and then the rest of them have to be done with the other guy. Rest of them have to be done with the probe. I guess I'll see how far I want to take the lander. Let's go to the lander. Let's see how far we want to push it. So let's go to Dione, and we'll just work our way down until I feel like, yeah, we definitely don't have enough Delta V anymore. I feel like that's gonna be good. So we have 88% in here. We have 33% in here, and then 88 in our ascent stages. So we still have enough in our stages, I think. Bingo. Oh. Uh-oh. I thought that was... I guess I never set this to my navigate to. That's just how good I am at this game, okay? I didn't even need to set this as a target. I can just, you know, super easily rendezvous like it's nothing. Like it's a piece of space cake. Cake. Tried to say candy and cake at the same time. And it came out cake. There we go. And we'll switch to this guy. Yeah, I mean, he's barely got any fuel left. So maybe that's probably going to be our limiting factor, is this guy running out of fuel. Okay. So yeah, 26% left in there. Nothing left in here. Let's transfer that into here. So they can, you know, transfer to the other planet with some semblance of realism. Or moon. Sorry. He will be mad. Let's do Zione. Oh, there's got it. All right. Bop. Shkaboom. Okay, low orbit. So that's 11% there, 0% there. How much is in here? Not a whole lot. Okay. We can be a bit more efficient in facility if we just bring the fuel that we need. Yeah. Let's bring 10%. That's all we're gonna bring. Because I think just 10% in here is all we need to really get back to Earth. Because all we gotta do is just get an encounter with like Titan or something, and then just gravity assist our way home. So I think 10% in here should be fine. So if we can do landings on 10%, and to be honest, we could probably use this upper stage for some landings as well. It wasn't really the plan of it. The plan of the upper stage was like, oh, the lower stage is out of fuel. Upper stage, like the Apollo missions. But yeah, it's confusing. Like where do you call the lower stage out of fuel? Because it's already run out of fuel. So theoretically, we should already be on the other stage. But it's fine, I guess. So yeah, we'll try and see how much we can do with 10%. I mean, the gravity here is very low, it looks like, so I don't think... Yeah, I might not even use that much fuel at all. Might not even use that much at all. I mean, we are dealing with the very small inner moons of Saturn now. It'd be cool if one of these had an atmosphere. That would save a bit of landing delta V. But I think all these are atmosphereless. I mean, then it would be more delta V to leave, so... Yeah, you kind of pick your poison there. But there we go. We were able to land using just half of our fuel reserves. Less than half of our fuel reserves, actually. Look at that. Look at that. That is what I call efficiency at its finest. Okay. There we go. We landed. Go ahead and let the thing come around again. Vzoop. Vzoop. Track. Okay. We don't need the upper stage yet. Okay. 1,500. Oh, I should update the landings. Doop. Okay, we're going to have to enter a full orbit. Because our thing kind of got away from us. We only used 5% fuel. That is gnarly. I suppose we're in visual range of it. Cancel that side velocity. We don't like that. We don't like side velocity. There we go. All right. So yeah, it's just 5% fuel. All right, we'll give it another 10%. And next moon. All right. Tethys. Perfect. Oh wait, no, maybe Enceladus would be better? Dude, when did we get to... What about Mimas? Huh. No, all those encounters are not great. I mean, the Enceladus window is actually the best. Okay, we'll do that one. Yeah, we'll do Enceladus, Mimas, Tethys. I just want to make sure these encounters are as efficient as possible. And cutting the orbit a lot is not going to be efficient at all. We want to make sure we do a transfer where it's as less of this as possible. Which is this one we couldn't really do anything about because we were just, our orbit wasn't at the right timing. Ooh. Who's burning? Oh, the lander's burning. It's fine. They're both the same engine. It's not like it matters. Okay, I honestly think Enceladus might be our last encounter. That was a lot of fuel to get here. Yeah, look how fast it's moving. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, I can only give him... We'll see if we can what we can do with 7.6%. But yeah, 10%. I feel like we're cutting it close with our fuel. And oh yeah, we gotta do our capture burn too. Yeah, cutting it close with our fuel. But we gotta see if there's life on Enceladus. Also, I should take a nice zoom out view here. Now, we're not quite in the rings yet. We got some moons that'll be in the rings. This is close though. We're real close. All right. Good stuff. Okay, nope, we ran out of fuel capturing. I don't think we can land here. I would love to land here, but we're like out of fuel. And I'm afraid, yeah, I don't want to really, yeah, no. Alright, revert 30 seconds. Let's revert back to here, yes. Alright. I have an idea. I have an idea. We are going to do what's called a pro gamer move. So I'm going to put that in here. Keep talking together. No. No. Yes, that's what I want. Yes, that. Okay. And then you... that way. Yes, okay. There we go. So we're going to get our barely scraping the surface encounter. Okay, bye. So we're going to time warp here, and we're going to do some litho breaking. While the other rocket flies safely overhead, we are going to do what is called a pro gamer move. Pro gamer move. We're going to aim completely radially out. And we're going to use our lower stage to smack into Enceladus and slow us down. Here we go. Bang. How much slowdown was that? It was enough. Okay. Wait. Can I not? Is this the coupler, not the couple? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Bit bigger boom this time. There we go. That didn't really do a whole lot. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can't separate. Okay, that's a flaw of this spacecraft design. All right. Well, let's just ignore any of this. Yeah, let's just ignore any of this. We're going to transfer all the fuel. Ignore all of this. All right. All the fuel is going into here. We have no more fuel to land. Yeah, I can't even use this like upper stage, I thought. Yeah, I had a couple of it. Not, it doesn't separate. Something's messed up with that. But what we can do though is we can have some fun because we're on this encounter with Enceladus. Yeah, we can undock from you. No, get away, get away. No. Undock. There we go. Get away from Enceladus. Whereas this guy... I wanted it to still be... Okay, whatever. I wanted him to still be on a collision course, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, away we go. Again, all we gotta do is get an encounter with Titan. And we can get flung into wherever we want. At least I thought. Oh, never mind. There we go. No? No, I guess we can't. I thought Titan would give a bit more of a gravity assist. Used too much fuel. Yeah, that's like in Titan's surface, though. So that's probably the best gravity assist we're gonna get. Doop. And then we just gotta keep waiting out gravity assists. Probably. Yeah, I mean, no way I can do that. So we're just gonna wait. All right. Well, that's fine. Whatever. We did Dione. Probably should have left after Rhea. That would have saved us some fuel. But oh well. We got one more moon out of it, and now we play the gravity assist game. If I load this. No. Oh, I just ruined our chances at anything. I should have made a quick save. Why did I load that? I figured there would be something. No, there's nothing useful here. We're just wasting our fuel. Now, we're wasting even more fuel. Just sending it into. Yep. 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 There goes all the fuel that that we were gonna have to get back. I only got 11% instead of 20%. And 20% was just barely enough to get the Titan. Okay. Why? Yep, I don't know why. I had to click this button. I had to click it. I was like, what, why did I make that quick save? That's right here. Yep, no, I had to click the button. I had to see what the button did. And now we can't get our people home. Cause I had to see what the button did. Ah. No. Try to get the smaller probes so we can do the landings in the... Yeah, I'm just bummed out that I totally fricked up the return home. Obviously, we can still do the landings, but I'm just bummed out I fricked up the return home by clicking a stupid button. But yeah, we can continue the landings. It's annoying. I mean, the last quick save I have is, I mean, I could load this one. Let me make a quick save here. Because I could load this one here. You're down at 7 landings. And at least I know that our crew is here. Not on Dione, but they're on Rhea. And they should probably head home from here. So I think I'm going to do that, and then we will try... then we can focus on the small probes. But yeah, I just want to make sure the crew... Yeah, because we have 88% here. Yeah, let's just do this. I want to make sure the crew can get home. So we did our Rhea landing. That's our final Saturn moon for the crew. For the crewed vessel. And then we will do some landings with the probes. Okay. Engine on. There it goes. Doop. Okay, 2,000 meters. I guess it wasn't as clean of an orbit as before, but oh well. It's fine. Yeah. That was almost perfect. There you go. That was perfect. Doink. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to take all the... This time we don't need that part. We're just going to take all the fuel. Because, yeah, there's no way we can do any more landings. So, there we go. 72%. That's good. That makes me feel happy. So, yeah, we'll leave that there. Like that. Alright. At least we can try and get these guys home now. Alright, so now we gotta try and redo the Hyperion landing, I believe. I believe that was one that we have yet to do. Docked in an orbit. I don't want to redock. Oh well, it's fine. We'll crash the lander into Europa anyway. Where was our moon? I think we left it on... Yeah, Phoebe. We left the guy on Phoebe. Let's have the one on Phoebe do all the inner system this time. And make her a quick save. Alright. Stinks, but it's the best option. So we need to get to Hyperion. Land on him again. Oh, I suppose we're going to be going the wrong way around as well. So we'll have to make sure that we keep that in mind. Or maybe we'll be fine. I don't know. Phoebe is going this way. But yeah, our orbit is going the other way, actually. So maybe it's fine. Hello. So there we go. Hyperion. Yes, we're even orbiting. Are we even orbiting the right way around? I can't even tell. Let's just time warp a little bit and see. You know, we're orbiting the wrong way around. So we need to keep on burning a little bit more just to spin that orbit around. But it's not that much. Which means actually probably makes sense for us to work our way in from the inner out. Yeah, because if we're doing it with this guy instead, our orbit's going to be starting down here. And then we'll just work our way out from the inside. Get rid of all that velocity. So many encounters. There we go. Collision course straight into Saturn. But then... Psych, I just wanted to go the other way. Alright, so which guy is the closest? I'm gonna guess it's this guy, Pan. Okay, the game says that's how we encounter Pan, that's how we encounter Pan. Good thing there's not two of them, or else we have a Pan. I think there's just the one Pan. There we go. Okay, we've gotten our encounter with Pan. Oh my gosh, is that a funny looking thing? Okay. There we go. There's Dione. There's another one. And into the rings we go. Into the rings. Whoa. Whoa. Rings. Yeah, so we're at our transfer window. Let's go and burn. We got a lot of slowing down to do, it looks like. 6,000 meters per second of delta V to scrub. Just to get this guy. Alright. Wrong button. Can you make the Cassini spacecraft? Could be an idea. I'd have to do a bit more, I haven't actually researched Cassini too much, so I'd have to see what it looks like. And try and recreate it. But yeah, thanks for the idea. Might do that. But probably not for a little while because yeah, just doing this big old Saturn thing. Probably are gonna want to break from Saturn for a little bit at least. Alright, can I? First two comments in the live chat. Other than you. Also, Independence Day is coming next week, so any Independence Month challenge ideas? Are you creating U.S. space vehicle, something else entirely? I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. What I'm gonna do for Independence Month. I really wish SFS had planes. Because there's a lot of cool US concepts with, like, planes and stuff. Like, space planes. I really love space planes, and I wish that was, I wish they were more feasible in this game. Okay, I think I need to warp to my periapsis to make this a bit more efficient. Otherwise, we're going to be here all week. That could be interesting. A US planet with 50 moons. You'd have to learn about each state though. You know. The Kansas moon would be very flat. But the Montana moon, oh, that's gonna have some hills. You got some rocky mountains there. So you're gonna have to figure that out, you know? Alright, time warp here. I'm just gonna burn in this orbit until we get an encounter. Force an encounter here. US star system. The Star-Spangled System. I love it. you giving yourself a lot of work there. Although New York State and New York City would be a double planet. Because New York State is almost entirely known for New York City. But there's a lot to New York State that's not New York City. You have all of upstate New York. So that would be like a binary planet. Double planet. Oh, it gave me a burn to do, and then it said no. You don't get to do that. Why not? Why not? Okay, you know, I'm just gonna keep burning. Obviously, this isn't working. California, Florida, Texas. Hawaii could be close. Yeah, Hawaii would be the closest. Alaska would be the farthest. Florida would definitely be where you start. Hold on. Where's Pan? I need to track Pan. Opposite side of Pan. Come on, Pan. I'm slowly catching up to Pan. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You tiny little moon, you. You tiny little moon, you. I'm gonna get you. Here we go. Perfect. There we go. There's our encounter with Pan. Oh, there's Pan. Hi, Pan. Oh, I might need to start my burn way sooner. Okay, noted. Alright, let's try like 30 seconds. Oh, I'm in pan. I'm in pain. Pan. I have ended up inside pan. This is a non-ideal situation. Okay. Oh, there. That should be good. That's a nice flyby encounter. That should give me plenty of time to slow down and perhaps I don't know if I can really orbit this thing. Where am I? There I am. Nope. Nope. Slow the frick down. But yeah, we'll just keep burning. We escaped sphere of influence, but we'll keep burning. Even though it's definitely breaking things. Stuff is breaking. This is broken. Is broken? Yeah, is broken. Oh, it's well more than broken. Well, that's a little unfortunate. How many landings did we get? I think we got 10. We didn't get the return. Cause yeah, now the game's just completely broken. But we got 10 landings. I think I'm gonna call it there, cause yeah, I don't think none of the quick saves are working. Yeah, they're all busted. I'm gonna see if exiting to the Space Center works. But no, I think pan just gave us a pan, and then nothing works. Crash into Phoebe. Okay. Load quick saves. Pan. Okay. Never mind. We're good. We're good here. Oh, but this is the last quick save? Before I did all this burning? Oh, well. Alright, let's start burning. Might as well take a nap. It's gonna take a while. Yep. What time is it here? It is 11:25 p.m. 11:06 a.m. So Australia then. Or at least close to. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna give this another go. Hopefully it doesn't break the game. But if it does, I think I'll be happy calling the challenge there. Cause yeah. Bye. You'll be back. Okay. Well. Well, is it a bye or is it you'll be back? I don't know. No one ever knows. Oh, there we go. Look at that encounter. Okay. Okay, so we got an encounter. But we need to probably like time warp over to here, probably. And like start doing our burn, well. I was gonna say start doing our burn well before we enter Sphere of Influence. Obviously that didn't happen. Okay. Let's start to like here. That should give us plenty of time. Yeah, that should give us plenty of time. Okay. Basically like trying to rendezvous with another ship. Instead of like actually like landing on a planet. Or moon. Usually how it always goes with these things. He's back. Guys, he's back. Okay. Okay, plus 13 meters per second this way to get an encounter. Okay. Okay. Let's go here. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're still coming in way too fast. Man. This is hard to land on, this little guy. Thank you. Thank you for subbing. Here. Did you just sub, or have you already been subbed? Because if you just subbed, there should be a little pop-up that should happen right about now, but I don't know if it's working. Again, nobody told me how to make these things work. Oh. Hold up. I think we're coming in slow enough that our orbit's being affected. Hold on, guys. Yeah, we're coming in slow enough where we're starting to bend the orbit. Okay. So that means we should hopefully be at a speed. Yes, 3 meters per second. All right. We're landing on Pan. Oh my goodness. It's so bright. It's so bright and colorful. Yeah, what a funny shaped little thing. And a challenge to land on, too. The gravity here is basically non-existent. Dunk. I dunked it. I dunked it. We dunked Pan. Doesn't really look like a pan. I mean, maybe. Maybe one of those funny cast iron ones. With the 2 spouts on the end. Maybe that's why it's called Pan. Because it looks like a pan. I don't know. What's the next moon? Well, actually, we need to try and get into an orbit of this one so that the game will give us a thing, which I don't know if that's even possible. So from Pan, do we go to Daphnis? I think so. I should probably land. Land yourself. Here. There. Wait for them to be close enough. Oh. The moon was named on September 16th, 1991, after a mythological Greek god named Pan, who was, among other things, a god of the shepherds. Shepherd moon. Yeah. Makes sense. It's interesting, though. Okay. I don't know if we'll ever... Have we caught up? I can't tell if we've caught up to Daphnis yet. Okay, I think that's good. We probably can navigate to it now. Yeah, there's our escape trajectory. So we'll just, from there, we'll navigate to here. Look how long it's going to take our escape trajectory to happen. Oh my goodness. Where's something I can make this time warp happen quicker? You'll make this time warp happen quicker. There it is. Alright, navigate to. No, I don't want to. I'm done with the moon. I just want the rocket now. Okay. There we go. Get me that transfer window. I want the transfer window. Plus 20. Go to Titan, please. We actually went to Titan last time, so if you want to see Titan, go watch the VOD of the previous stream, because we went to Titan, and you got Titan right here. Look, it's Titan. So you know, yeah, I already did that. So let's see, Daphnis. I mean, everything is like super wobbly. Interesting shape there. All right. Let's see what you're all about. Oh, I'm under acceleration. I didn't realize I was. Okay. Okay. Seem to be fine. We probably don't need to burn too much. But yeah, let's go ahead and make sure that our encounter is outside the collision course. Just so that I can make sure, yeah, I can slow down in time. But we are coming at a nice slow speed, so it's not really a problem. If anything, I'll just, oh. If anything, I'll just do this. And there we go. Now we're heading towards the surface. Just speed things along a little bit. Oh. We crashed. Okay. Maybe I won't speed things along too much. But, you know, just enough. There we go. Alright. Don't speed up things too much, because then you just end up crashing into daftness. And another one hits the floor. And another one down, and another one down, and another one hits the floor. Alright. I've been doing a very bad job keeping track of my landings. I'm sorry. Again, I don't even know if you guys can see that, so who cares? Okay, I think this guy's next. Atlas. Okay, we got an escape trajectory. That's all I basically need. Just an escape trajectory. And then time warping to it. Oh, I can just time warp to it. And we get fast time warp. Okay, nice. That makes things easy. So now I just find Atlas, navigate to, head to the transfer window, which is over here. Then this transfer window doesn't come around too often, does it? But it's probably going to be like a sneeze. Basically a sneeze. Just to get to this guy right here. Who's very long. Oh, and I don't even see a sphere. What? I don't even see a sphere of influence on this thing. Can we even land on it? Oh wow, can we even land on this thing? There's no sphere of influence. Yeah, the sphere of influence is inside of it. Okay. Noted. So we're going to be docking with this thing, basically. I mean, if it has no sphere of influence, does that basically mean it's just a rubble pile throwing itself apart? Honestly not sure, because if its own gravity can't hold it together, then what is this thing? Can't even tell how fast I am moving relative to it. Okay, I think I'm probably hovering next to it. Let's burn towards it a bit. Funny egg. Funny egg. Oh, I'm inside it now. Does this count as landing? Do we count this as landing? I need to know what we count as landing. I'm gonna count that as a landing. Yep. Okay. We landed on this object with no sphere of influence. Let's get away from it. Okay. Next guy. Pandora, I think. Yes, Pandora. Okay. Okay. Let's hope this one actually has an SOI. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Doop. Doop. All right. We have one more tiny moon to go, Prometheus, and then we get to... Oh, these two moons like in the same orbit. And then we got Mimas. Okay, we love Mimas. Everybody loves Mimas. So, yeah, alright. Oh. Oh, well. Alright, that's gonna be interesting. Another interesting one. We have to land on the top or the bottom of it because, yeah, it's the only place where there's spheres of influence. Alright. So once we get into the sphere of influence, we can begin the landing sequence. There we go. It's so weird because it feels like we're landing on a hill, but it's like this just flat. But because of the sphere of influence, the gravity's pulling to here. It's really interesting. It looks like we're landing on a hill. This is basically what flat Earth would be. The closer you get to the edge of it, it would just be a steeper and steeper hill. So it's funny to laugh at people who think that flat Earth would actually be something that would be what our Earth is. No, if our Earth was flat, you would, as you walk to the edge of it, it would be a steeper and steeper hill. So everybody would probably live like around the center. Everybody would be living like in the center of it, because you know you can't really live on a big hill. Not really possible. Alright, hurry yourself on up. I forgot I was on ×3. My bad. Whoa, 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 whoa there. Whoa there, bucko. Okay. Whoa. Okay, next up, Janus? Or Epitheus? One of these two. Probably would go Epitheus and then Janus. I'm not sure, they're like in the same orbit. So I don't even know how you go from one to the other. I guess we'll see. Oop, there goes the audio. Oh, the game broke again. Game broke again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. Well, most models put the North Pole in the center, so you might want to live in Svalbard or Norway. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, that's where you'd want to live, otherwise it would just be a big steep slope. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna end it there. Yeah, it crashed again, and I'm kind of getting tired. So, yeah, there we go. There we go. Actually, let's see if we could get the crew home, because that would make me feel good. Load quick save, can go home. Well, actually, we gotta exit to the Space Center first. And then can go home. Yeah, let's see if the crew can get home, because we know we can land on all the moons with these ion probes. And, yeah. I mean, are there any moons, Terraspace, that you would like me to visit specifically? Any specific ones? Before we end it here. Because I would like to visit any specific one that you think is, neat. Because I know you put a lot of work into all these moons. And we visited quite a few of them. But yeah. Is there any unique ones that you would like me to take a look at before we get on out of here? Okay, bye, Lander. You served us well. Alright. Okay. Boom. Off we go. Do we just leave? I think we just leave. We have enough fuel. We saved enough fuel so we can actually get home. Unlike all the missions of this kind I've done before, I've actually saved enough fuel to get home. Well, I probably should have done my escape burn a bit smarter. Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, we'll time warp to like here, I think. So that way we can leave Rhea. And get a nice swing by. We'll get a nice swing by of the inner system one last time. Make use of the Oberth effect. And then get on out of here. But yeah, we visited all these inner guys. Visited most of these outer guys. And yeah, we just missed some of the big ones here. But I've been to Mimas, I've been to Enceladus. Probably do a mission to Tethys or Dione at some point. Could be fun. But yeah, I don't know if any of these other ones are worth going to, like Janus. It's kind of interesting a little bit, maybe. And then you also have, like, Epithemus in the same orbit. So, yeah. Might pay this visit on their own separate missions or something. I know Methone's interesting. It's another oval one. Because of Saturn's pull, actually. The tidal forces. So yep, that's gonna be that. Alright. Here we go. Swing by the center of Saturn. Oop. We'll do two swing. We'll do another swing by. Kind of mess that up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Through the rings. Oh man, that's so trippy. That is so trippy. Alright. See you later, Saturn system. It's been fun. So yeah, there we go. We can get this encounter here. And we can just get ourselves straight back on home. Actually, I think we want to swing by Jupiter, actually. Yeah, otherwise we're getting like a really bad encounter. Yeah. Alright, so we'll do that. Take that. Yeah, because we're gonna want to swing by Jupiter. Hey, Jupiter. No, Jupiter. Because if we were to just go home right now, it would be going way too fast. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens. See if we can get a swing by of somebody. We're crossing through 3 orbits. Okay, Saturn will help us. Oh, Saturn will finish the job, get us back home. Okay. Thanks, Saturn. Alright. Maybe we can hit the atmosphere at this speed? I'm not sure. Seems like a death wish. Probably a death wish. Does Saturn even really help us out anymore at this point? I'm not even sure. I kind of just need to fly by of Jupiter or something. Yeah, I don't think Saturn can really help. We need Jupiter or something. Saturn again. Saturn is just really eager to help us, apparently. Oh. We had his encounter with the sphere of influence of the Earth. Oh, but Jupiter. Okay. Not that way, Jupiter. Jupiter's about to just end our lives. In two ways. Jupiter's like, how would you like me to end your life today? Fling you into the sun? Or fling you out of the solar system? There's two options. And I honestly prefer neither. So, yeah, thank you, Jupiter. We're gonna say hi to Earth. Oh, that's not even. Is that a gravity break or is that a gravity assist? Oh, that's going right through Jupiter. Probably not something we would want to really do necessarily. Oh yeah, there we go. That's better, I think. That. Yeah, Jupiter just really is eager to end our lives, apparently. And then doing that, yeah, that's not feasible. And then, yeah, out of the solar system. Huh. Well, I feel like this is better than any alternative. Yeah, get an encounter with Venus then, after that. We'll see how that goes. This is just a game of get yeeted around. Boom! Yoink. Oh. That was a bit too low. Houston. Probably there, as safe as we can get. Yeah, that seems fine. Dupe. Alright. I just need another assist of, like, Jupiter or something. Okay. Gonna have another. Actually, it probably just makes sense to revert. Knowing that'll happen again. If we get, like, what, it was like a 50? Yeah, 77.4. Followed by a Venus. I mean, Jupiter's pretty forgiving. Jupiter encounters. I mean, so this should be the encounter, unless this is too high of an apoapsis. Well, that's definitely the encounter. It's just not... Ooh. Oh, it's so close. Okay, so yeah, that was almost the encounter. Went to Uranus or Neptune Infinity next. It's going to tackle 28 and 16 moons. I mean, we can... I couldn't even do all the moons here, but yeah, yeah, whatever you want. That sounds fun. More moons. Yay. I just want to go to bed, man. But yeah. Oh boy. What a mission. Alright, I just need to try and get this encounter with Jupiter. Yeah, so this Venus encounter is everything. The closer we can get to Venus, the better. Not that close. There, 57.5. I think that was the lucky ticket. Yes. Because this means we spend less time each orbit. Which means we're lined up better for when Jupiter makes his approach. So in this orbit, we're going to encounter Jupiter. Yep, there it is. So at the Sun, we will make a correction to hopefully get us on a nice intersecting path with the Earth. And hopefully from Jupiter's height, we don't need to worry about heat shields too much. Where are all the bodies of their ancestors? In space. Okay, does that work? I think that works. And then I just need a Venus assist, and then we can go to Earth. Because this is getting it past Jupiter now. But I think that's probably the best bet we can get. We gonna get. And then we'll get Venus. Yep. Do I want Venus that intense? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with these gravity assists anymore. I'm just doing what feels good. It's like, yes, Venus encounter. Give. Oh my goodness. Another Jupiter encounter. Double Venus encounter. How many Venus encounters do you want? Yes, yes, and yes. That's an assist, so I want the other side. Okay, that slows us down a decent amount. I just need to do that a couple times. I mean, that basically puts us back to where we were, though. There's something better I can do with Jupiter. I mean, no matter what I do, it's just get flung into deep space. Or get flung into the sun. Get flung into the sun or flung into deep space. I can't really go straight to the Earth. Unfortunately, yeah. So if anything, we want to... I guess this encounter with Saturn again. I don't know if that's worth it. I guess if I do that, that saves the, whatever, 100 meters per second that I was wasting So I'll call that fine. Gets us out of this silly orbit into a more reasonable one. No. Oh, we got an IO assist there. That was fun. No, don't need to do that. Time warp. "16 generations." I wish there was a way to calculate gravity assist better. At this point, I could have just crashed them into the sun. Would that have been better? Should I have just crashed the spacecraft into the sun? How's the crew stay on the deck on Earth? You want me to crash it into the sun? I will crash the spacecraft into the sun. Oh my gosh. Just give me a good Venus encounter, please. I'm begging you. There, calculate that. There we go, Venus encounter. Finally. Took it long enough. But it's probably just going to get us to deck to Jupiter height. Way too fast to enter the Earth's atmosphere. Okay. We'll get them back to Earth. If I can. I just don't know if these... That's the wrong side of Venus. Okay, that's better. Is that even better? I don't even know. It's barely anything. It's barely an assist. It's basically a sneeze. How are the supplies in the capsule? Infinite resources or resupply every 6 months? I'd like to see a resupply every 6 months. Rendezvous with the crazy orbits we've been getting. Alright, there we go. I can get a bit closer now. Okay. I think this is probably the key right here. This sort of orbit. They can return to Earth from this sort of orbit. Yeah, there we go. It's in the asteroid belt now. Alright, awesome. Yoink. Let me get Venus again. I don't think I can afford that. I'm gonna wait for another window. I afford that? I'm not even sure I can afford that. Yeah, no, we can't. Oh, it was negative. But I don't think we could afford it either. Yeah, it's 100 meters per second. But we only have 1.6. I need something super cheap. Maybe here we'll get something. Nope, Venus is gone. How about now? 75. Possibly? Nope, out of fuel. Out of fuel. Completely out. Dry. I need like something to Venus for like 30. 30 meters per second to Venus. 82. Try again. Definitely not that. That's not even anything. How many wars would happen? Or are we in peace? I don't know. I hope we'd be in peace at this point. Otherwise, I don't think planet Earth would exist on the map here. It would just be Mercury, Venus, Mars. Earth would just be missing. At this point, if we weren't in peace. The annoying thing is, once I get this encounter with Venus, then I will still have to get an encounter with Earth, and I only have 1.6% fuel remaining, which makes this super tricky. There we go. 11 meters per second. Finally, I can use RCS. But it's probably less efficient than the other engine, but whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care at this point. I could be back on Titan. Yeah, true. I do have a base on Titan. I could have just left them on Titan. Can I even get... You know, we'll send them to Mars. I have a base on Mars. Oh, I gotta get another Venus assist, I think. I think I need a third one. Because I can only get it to there. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need a third Venus assist. You got to be kidding me, dude. That was almost an Earth encounter. Probably wouldn't have been a survivable one. Yes, no. No, that's definitely not how I can get to Venus. I don't have 600 meters per second spare. Unfortunately. At this point, they could have sent a rescue mission to rescue me from my elliptical orbit. Which I might just do. At this rate. Gosh. Probably easier to send some fuel mission. So you're saying no matter where I land this thing, as long as I land it, it's fine? Well, it would be great if I could even get back to Venus. Can't even do that now. $88. I wish. After 88, we got 11. Maybe we'll get 11 again? Or we'll just get lucky with the Mars encounter. I think Mars will work. No, there's not enough gravity here. I can't get back to Earth. I can do that. That gets us a better encounter to Venus, probably. No, wait, I didn't do the other side. Never mind. 46.8. There we go. There we go. Do that. That gets us closer. Any little bit helps. So, thanks for the assist, Mars. Kajoink. What kind of freaking trajectory is that? You expect me to do what to get to Venus? You expect me to go to Uranus first? And another orbit doesn't work. It's more. Fine a freaking lay. Oh. Well, that's just grand. Yeah, can someone spare some of that ion propulsion? Because we're running out of juice. Oh, this is getting more expensive. Huh. There we go. Okay, here we go. They can get an encounter for super cheap. There it is. What even is our orbit doing? Okay, we want to go this way. No. Where was the... At one point it said... Maybe it's the next orbit? Yeah, I think it's the next orbit. So, like, here... We should be able to, like, get the Venus encounter for, like, next to nothing. And then hopefully we can just luck an Earth encounter. Because we won't be able to do anything. Yeah, so there we go. Venus encounter. And then we need the escape to be to the right. How's that not? Can't you tell me that's an encounter? There we go. Don't know why it took that long for it to finally realize. Okay. There we go, that's what we want. Just not in slightly further out of Venus's atmosphere. But I'm going to warp a little bit just so that we can make sure we get that exact. Whew. We're still not out of the woods yet. We have no fuel left. I think that'll be fine. Skim it. Skim the atmosphere. Might put this in that orbit, and that we should be able to cross Earth at this orbit and be fine. Especially if we do a little bit of Venusian atmosphere skimming. Just a little skim. Please don't burn and die. No, it was too hot. It was too hot. Oh no. Actually, no, it was fine. Wait, hold on. Put the fuel in there. We don't need the lower part of the rocket anymore. We just need the front, we just need the top bit. We just need the top bit. The bottom part can burn. Yep. Well, maybe my next mission will be rescuing this capsule stranded. I mean, if we just happen to run into Earth's atmosphere now, then it's fine. We're great. But yeah, there was no way I was able to maneuver. We have 0.1% fuel left. There's no way I can maneuver anymore. But I mean, we're close enough. I could send a rescue mission, maybe. So. Yeah, that's gonna be that, I suppose. Yeah, no way I have the LTV to do that. Good, thank you. But no, definitely can't do that. I mean, if I turn on infinite fuel, I could get back. Like, if I go into the Chiefs and I turn on infinite fuel right now, like, we have 0.1%. I can adjust my orbit. We have RCS ports. So, you know, it's possible. Just not feasible. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it here. I'm done waiting around for time warps and gravity assists. It has been a fun challenge. But yeah, what in the heck is this? I really wish there was a better maneuver system in this game. I mean, I understand what they were going for, but it just feels really hard to be efficient with it. Like what is this? I need to be over here to get over here, and I need to do that. It's like, come on, let me make a maneuver node, and let me see if I do like a retrograde pull here, like where would the Earth be, and in how many orbits? Like I want like a maneuver system like KSP. That'd be great. Anyways, yeah. All right. Well, anyways, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. Subscribe for new videos. Have a great day, rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.